it's me, your girl V, and I have been super curious about these meal kits, so I decided to put them both to the test because I want to know which one's better. HelloFresh, Blue Apron, HelloFresh, I don't know. Alright, and I got notes. We're professional today and organized. If you've heard absolutely nothing about both of these things, they're pretty much meal kits. I want to really say they're pretty much almost the exact same thing. They have the same purpose. You get like this meal kit that you customize to your personal preferences, and you customize how many times you want it to be delivered, how many recipes you want in the box, etc, etc. It comes once a week to your door. Now it depends on where you live, because certain states don't get the service and others do, but most cities, like most major cities like the one I live in, do receive these programs and services. Also, both of them have online websites that you can check out, or you can order through the apps, which I've done for both, so they both work. Both meal kits have vegetarian options, so if you're vegetarian, there's stuff for you. Each one of them kind of caters it differently, and even if you're not vegetarian, you can choose them. Both meal kits have a plan for which they call it different, but HelloFresh I believe calls it the classic plan, which is for 2 people, order a minimum of 2 meals / recipes per week. So both HelloFresh and Blue Apron have those options. The best part about it is that you can customize when you want your box to be delivered. So if, let's say, during the week or even on the weekends, they do deliver and have those options so that you actually get your meal kit. Otherwise, you're gonna have spoiled food outside. Alright, so we're gonna pretty much break down based on a few categories, HelloFresh and Blue Apron. My first experience was with HelloFresh. I did receive a coupon code through a FabFitFun box. So for both of these boxes, for HelloFresh and for Blue Apron, I did not pay retail price. I used a coupon code for the HelloFresh and for the Blue Apron. And there's coupon codes all over the place. I'll have a link down in the description box if you want to check out for either of them. Okay, as far as the pricing, HelloFresh and Blue Apron, what I've noticed is the prices vary depending on the meal plan that you choose. They have different ones, like I said, the classic plan, and then there's like a family plan, and it just varies how much you want, how many servings you want, etc, etc. So the price obviously will go up when there's more food in the box. Now, with my first box for HelloFresh, I only paid $14.96 with my coupon code, and I got the classic plan for 2 recipes for 2 people. The first meal that I had was like a chicken kind of thing, and then the second one was kind of like an Argentinian steak, a chimichurri steak. And I'm not gonna lie, the chimichurri steak was kind of like a fail for me. Definitely different. The salad and everything is definitely out of my comfort zone. The other meal that came with it was great. Actually, we really liked it. But yeah, I don't know, that chimichurri steak was kind of like a hit or miss. It was definitely very healthy. I will say that. Now, my second box with HelloFresh, I actually paid $22.95 for the classic meal plan for 2 recipes because I was charged shipping this time. So keep that in mind. If you get the cheapest option, you will be charged shipping. And then for my third box with HelloFresh, I paid $47.95. That again was for the classic plan, and it was $39.99, but again, they charged me for shipping and handling. So I will say that if you're gonna try either box, just get the one that doesn't charge you shipping, because it honestly ends up being the same. For Blue Apron, when I used that coupon code, I actually got the same plan, the 2-person plan, and I used a coupon from David Dobrik, which is so funny, and that was like for $50 off. I don't know if it was my first box or my first 2 boxes. There was like an issue with my box, but I ended up only paying $1.95 with the credit added to that box. But now with the delivery, so for HelloFresh, UPS delivered my HelloFresh box. I had absolutely no issues with that box. I received my package at my doorstep. Everything was good to go. So Blue Apron actually uses FedEx to deliver the boxes, at least in my area, and my first box was stolen. I literally caught it on camera and it was stolen. Keep in mind that if you live in a city, you do have that issue where your box might get stolen by your neighbors without you knowing. But Blue Apron's customer service was great. I literally reached out and said, hey, my box got stolen, and they replaced my box the next week. Unfortunately, I didn't get to try the recipes that I wanted to try because that box was stolen, so that's kind of unfortunate, but they did end up sending me the other week's box, which was okay. Now both boxes come with that insulated kind of like foil and then with ice packs as well. Now they all have their own different packaging, but it's pretty much the same thing. HelloFresh though comes with paper bags that are labeled by the recipe that you chose. And it's interesting because it's cute. Like it comes with this little tiny brown paper bag, it says the recipe on it, and all of the ingredients for that recipe are in that little paper bag, which is nice because you can recycle the little paper bag. Now Blue Apron, everything comes in individual bags, which I do like because it doesn't seem like it's all shoved in there. So it is nice, but I will say that I like the fact that HelloFresh is in that paper bag because I feel like there's less waste versus that plastic bag that the Blue Apron one comes in. Keep that in mind if you're trying to be a little bit more earth conscious. Technically the HelloFresh packaging is a little bit better than the Blue Apron, but you can still recycle both of the packaging. Okay, now let's talk about quality of the items. If you're in the city, you know for a fact that grocery store produce is shit. Maybe it's just like in my area, or maybe it's the grocery stores that I went to or the times that I go. But all the produce in comparison to what I get at the grocery store was a lot better in my personal opinion. Not all of it was super great and high quality. I mean, it is what it is, but for me, considering that the produce in my area isn't all that nice unless you go to like a farmer's market, it wasn't bad, okay? I felt like the lemons or the limes that came in my HelloFresh box weren't so great. Like I felt like they were okay. That's kind of one of the biggest cons for both boxes, but it's also a pro as well. If you're an overeater like me sometimes, where sometimes you overindulge, this is perfect because the quantities and the portions are exact. So it's exactly for one person, and that way you don't overeat, which is great. But if you want to take seconds or take this food for lunch for the next day, you technically won't be able to. Now HelloFresh does have that option, but it's only for specific recipes where they give you enough for you to take for lunch, but it's like a different kind of variation of the meal. I haven't seen that on the Blue Apron site, but I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna start rolling that out as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Now in terms of the taste, okay, now I'm a very picky eater. Okay, I'm gonna admit it. My first HelloFresh box, one out of the two recipes, like I mentioned, was amazing. The second recipe was kind of like a flop because I've actually had a total of 3 boxes from HelloFresh, and a lot of those recipes were great. I've really enjoyed them. I actually saved the cards that they give you for the recipes to then go to the grocery store and try to emulate and copy those recipes to make again and again. And I was actually really shocked because it actually forced me to eat things that I wouldn't normally eat, like veggies and stuff like that I wouldn't even have thought of or even tried or even cooked with. Now my first Blue Apron box, that I actually received, the burgers that I had, they were okay. The side dish, kind of like a vinegar zucchini thing, which I'm not too much of a fan of. It was all right. I did make it and I tried it, but it just wasn't for me. The burgers were also okay. Personally, the mix wasn't all that great for me. That recipe and those choices for that week were kind of a flop for me. I didn't really enjoy them, and it was honestly difficult for me to find recipes on the Blue Apron weekly menu that I actually wanted to try, just because I'm very picky. The pros that I want to go through are that both boxes force me to eat vegetables. Like, that's the best part about these boxes. If you're a person who needs to be forced to eat vegetables like myself, there's coupon codes, there's promotions. Definitely try them with the coupon codes, because both of them with the coupon code make it super affordable, and honestly a huge steal for people who just want to try out the box. I will say that if you are curious, try the box with the coupon codes, even if you don't use the meal plan or you deactivate the meal plans after that. This is really convenient for people that are super busy who cannot make it to the grocery store, okay? That's a pro for these things, because I will say that when I tried to emulate and go to the grocery store to find these ingredients to remake these recipes, it took a long time for me to find the stuff, and at the same time it wasn't the exact thing. It was like all this kind of random stuff. So I will say that it's really nice that they pretty much do all that work for you, and you already have everything, and all you have to do is prep it and cook it, especially for people who, one, don't know how to cook for shit. Another pro that I said earlier is the portion control. If you're an overeater, if you're somebody who needs to learn how much is good for you. I definitely think this is a good start, especially if you're trying to get into more healthy eating. Both boxes have really great portion control, so definitely try those out. Another thing too is that you can skip meals. So let's say if you get a meal plan, you can skip that week, no problem. You're not going to get pinged, you're not going to get charged. Just make sure so that you don't get charged for a week that you don't want to get charged, that you skip those meals without having to deactivate the meal plan altogether. Both come with instructions and also nutrition facts and stuff for each recipe that they provide, as well as like other recipes for that week. But the HelloFresh cards, in my opinion, were better. I'm a visual person. I really like the fact that each card had a picture of the steps that you had to take. The Blue Apron ones, they do have pictures and wording, but they don't have a picture for each step that you have to take. Again, I ain't freaking master chef out here. I'm hella basic when it comes to cooking, so I preferred the HelloFresh ones a little bit better. Let's go into the cons, okay? These boxes are very, very similar. Honestly, they're pretty much almost the same damn thing, but they have very, very small differences. Honestly, at the end, it's gonna come down to personal preference, but these were my cons for the boxes. Number one, and these are for both, not enough food, not enough. For someone who wants to get seconds, or if you wanna take lunch for the next day so that you can save and stuff, there's not enough food for you to do that. So just keep that in mind. This is not the best option for people who do not have time to cook. Okay, the prep times on each card, I'm sorry, they're wrong. If you suck at cooking like myself and it takes you a long ass time to chop anything and dice, I would say double that prep time, because it took me a lot longer to prep and chop all the vegetables and cook than it said on the little prep card. So unfortunately, I did have a week or so where some of the produce kind of went to waste because of the fact that my biggest issue isn't necessarily not having time to go to the grocery store, it's not having time to cook, period. If you're a very busy person and you don't have time to cook, don't even try this. Just don't, unless you have someone who can cook for you. But seriously, it's not worth it. The produce is gonna go to waste, and yeah, unfortunately, you end up losing out. But the biggest difference that I noticed was that HelloFresh, I felt like, had more kind of Tex-Mex options, so like more tacos, versus Blue Apron. I felt like Blue Apron had more of like Asian cuisine, Asian inspired cuisine. So if that is more your liking, then Blue Apron probably will work out better for you. But if you're more like me, where you like tacos and stuff like that, you're gonna like HelloFresh a little bit better. Overall, I actually liked HelloFresh better just because of the fact that I felt like I could actually eat the recipes, and most of the recipes I actually was happy about. Versus the Blue Apron ones, I'm not gonna lie, they were okay, and I felt like I was forced to choose some of the options just because it just isn't really my particular preferences. Honestly, the boxes are pretty much the same. The only differences are what's being offered in the box and a few little kinks here and there. You guys, let me know, have you tried either boxes? Let me know which one you preferred, because everyone's gonna have their own personal preferences. I am going to do a little bit of a giveaway, because when I did order, I actually got these 3 free little boxes, so I can gift you guys some free HelloFresh. I have 3 of them, so I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway. Unfortunately, I don't have any free boxes for Blue Apron because I didn't order any more after the first box. So unfortunately, I didn't get any of these like 3 free ones. Now, if you order from HelloFresh regularly, everyone gets these little cards, and everyone gets like free credits and all that stuff, and referral credits. So this isn't anything special, this isn't sponsored. So I will say that it's gonna be super easy. I'm gonna give these little coupon codes to people, and it's gonna be 3 people. The rules pretty much for this giveaway, super easy. One, obviously you have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, you gotta like the video, you have to be following me on Instagram, and you have to leave a comment down below letting me know your Instagram handle, because I'm gonna be sending you this little coupon code for a free HelloFresh box through your Instagram. So pretty easy. You can try HelloFresh yourself. Now, if you want to try HelloFresh or Blue Apron, I do have like that referral code that everyone gets when they try it. Oh my god, I'm like a vampire. I'm trying to like get away from the sun. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Turn on your post notifications and be next week's shout out. A huge shout out goes to RainNad_. I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Jeez, come on, son. Come on, what the heck? Here we go. Jesus, the struggles are real. Why do you do this? Oh, it's gonna be really dark, but it. Sorry guys, this is what I have to deal with. Alright, don't mind the fact that I have lines on my shirt. I'm losing light and my camera died. Alright, so, wow. Okay, I'm just gonna y'all. Okay, I'm losing light. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that